Do you want to?
Whoa. Okay. Hi. Are you ready to start? Nobody's here yet. That's fine. Starting slow. Let me light a candle. I'm late today, anyway. Hi. Lighting a candle. Let's cleanse the space a bit. Get some Palo Santo out for creativity. This is a candle my friend Andrea gave me. Happy 2222 Happy Tuesday. Whoop. Cleanse my whole workspace. Not a negative energy inside. Whew. All right. Feels good. my poor little chakra stones. Let's see. Streaming! I know. Have you already manifested today, or should we start off the stream with some manifestations? Because today's a good day to do them on 222 on the tutus. 22 Tuesday. And we're doing art today. I'm gonna make some like fairy inspired candlesticks. That's the plan. Get my phone out of the way. So yeah, today is 2/22/22, and they say that a portal has opened and it is ready to let go of anything from your past and open up to all of the new things that you want in life. And I already started today, did my manifestations. You write them as if they're already happened. So let me share some of mine with you, actually. I put up on my shop page a tarot spread too, if anybody wants to do that. And it's okay, nope. And it's just a tarot spread to focus on like healing energy and what you need to release in order to let all the new stuff come in. What did I? So I wrote them. You can barely see. I wrote, I feel so grateful to be a successful Twitch streamer with a supportive and fun community. And I am so excited to have sold out of everything in my Etsy shop. I am financially abundant and have a feeling of ease with finances. I feel more connected spiritually than I ever have been, which I do, but I'm hoping to continue. No, not hope. I need to stop saying the word hope. My shaman always calls me on that and says, like, hoping is putting the control outside of you when really we have the ability to create whatever we want. So I am becoming more spiritually connected. I feel confident that I am on the right path. I'm extremely grateful to be living a life where I'm secure, stable, independent, playful, and helping others and creating beauty. I am open to anyone who meets me with love. I am protected from anyone who meets me with harm. Those are the things I wrote today. I think it sums it up pretty well. So if anyone has ever looked into human design, on my human design, it says that I need to manifest very specifically, but I don't know how specific. Like, do I need to say, I need to make this much money a year? Like, that always feels wrong to me. I just want to feel the feeling of being financially at ease, you know? Like, I don't need to be making buttloads of money to be feeling happy and comfortable and all that. So yeah, so if you have some time today, I suggest totally just taking a little time to reflect and thinking of ways that you want your life to manifest beautiful things that you want to create with it. You know, what do you want your life to look like? So, and today is the perfect day to do it. 2/22/22, which people were also going into like the numerology of those numbers, which was cool, like what 2s mean, and then there's 5 2s, so what 5 means, which is also my life path number, so I felt very connected to that. And yeah, anyway, I don't know all of the things. I'm just kind of going into what I do know, if anyone wanted to hear about it. So yeah, today we're doing some art. Let me get my we take some hot chocolate. I can't even have coffee. I have an ulcer. It's wonderful being old. The end. My dogs are on the bed chilling. I've got the art ready. It's getting ready. Okay. So these are the cute little wooden candlesticks I have. And let me move this over a little bit so you're more in the middle. So these are little wooden candlesticks I have. They're really nice. And I want to paint them and add a bunch of stuff to them to make them into like a little fairy dream. I have a lot of little things to do that with. We'll start off painting. That's the base of it, right? I think I'm going to sell these in 2s. Okay, I don't like that you can't see the whole thing. Okay, let me just adjust. Let me put my drink over here. I got a candle going. Bringing all the good vibes today. Just getting prepared. Move my mouse. All right. There you go. A little more centered. Perfect. I'm gonna need that somewhere it's not gonna spill on the electronics. Because nope, we're not manifesting that today. So yes, today we are making things. By the way, I am so close to affiliate, so thank you all for being here. The last thing I have to do to even get affiliate is to have 3 viewers on average, and I'm at about 2.4. So thank you so much for helping me on this journey. This is now the beginning of the 3rd week that I've been doing this. I'm extremely grateful it's happening this quickly, and I'm very optimistic. Okay, I have a ton of shit. It's all around me over here. I have painting stuff. So lots of different paint. I have this cute little drawer set. Let me show you this. So I started making miniatures, right? So these little drawers. I painted it because it was ugly. So in each of these drawers focuses on various like miniature things that I can use while crafting. And because I started getting really into miniatures, and I feel like these are the perfect things to use for what we're doing here. So in here is like little bottles, crystal mushrooms, little flowers, various little things I've made. And this one is more crystal mushroom sticks. These are runes, more crystals. So these are all like little decorations we can use. You found me on TikTok? That's fucking cool. Thank you. Because I really wasn't thinking TikTok was doing much. It kept suppressing my stuff. So I'm like really excited about that. Thank you. Thank you for telling me that. And then these are like little books and little tarot cards, like just little printouts that I put them together and put Mod Podge on them, and they last pretty well. So we have all these like old books and tarot cards to work with too. So we can really like decorate them all cute. My plan in my brain is each one will have kind of a theme. Hello. Okay, well, it needs to readjust. Anyway, each one will have kind of a theme. How the themes will differ, I'm always on your For You page. You might be the only one, but we're best TikTok friends now. I used to be on it a lot more when I was like in 2019, and then I started to dip, and then I was like, oh, whatever, and then it became a huge thing. Like everyone got on it, and I was like, what? Anyway, I don't know what themes we're gonna do. What I'm picturing is moss, forestiness. So maybe we could pick like different types of fairies that each one would be, right? So like a forest fairy, one of them could be more of like a light worker type fairy, and have it be more of like the purples and pinks and light pastel colors, and then one could be something else. So different themes of fairies, right? Woodland. Would woodland and forest be different? No? That seems the same. I don't know. But I have like moss and all kinds of stuff. Mod Podge. Anything larger, of course, is going to have to go on with good glue, which would be E6000. That's the good kind of glue. I've also been working on more of these. These are the books and stuff. I was getting them ready. This is kind of how, so I have some books that have like actual pages in them, and they look like this. So you have to like fold them up, right, in like a little accordion, and they have like little pages. I got these off of Etsy. These are already Mod Podge and glued together. Whatever. Oh yeah, Vine. Aw, classic. Alright, well I kind of ruined one book, but not entirely. And they got some little cards down here. I'm just a very impatient person and put everything on top of each other before it's done drying. And then I end up half ruining something. So these are, I put them on these pages to reinforce them. So I'll cut them out and turn them into books or different things. But these are little tarot cards that we have to use. We have a back and everything. So we can just get those off. Whether or not I actually have ADHD, which I do think that I do, my shop is essentially a mixture of whatever I'm feeling that week and things that I like. So like I have a lot of crystals, of course, and I have like various other items that I use on a regular basis, but then I also like to just create stuff. I like to create jewelry. I like to create decor items like this. I like to, I don't know, have fun with it. And to me, all of it is meant to be fun. Let me pop these in here. So every week on Tuesdays now, I do art streams, and every week it's something different. The other thing I do is I make resin stuff. I'm trying to figure out how to do that on stream because I have a whole other working space that I do that. So I could do like a couple of things in here instead of what I usually do, which is batch make a bunch of stuff, right? But I can't do that because I can't bring all of this into the other room. And I don't know how to like really take I don't know how to take this to the other room. I say you're very artistic. I love it. Yay. Always try something new. Always. And that's the whole thing. Like, I'm one of those people where if I see somebody making something and it interests me, I'm like, I need to try that. Me, please. Okay. I also have Epoxy Sculpt, which has been really fun to work with. It's a clay medium where you mix the two together and it will self-harden. So you don't have to cook it or anything like that. It self-hardens because I think it might have some form of resin or I don't know what's in it. But you mix equal parts together and it will give you clay and you make something out of it. And here's some things I have made out of it. These I need to paint. So I have like little mushrooms, flowers. That was made with a mold. I make little candles, shell, more candles. Yeah. So, and they're all hard, ready to go. So I love Epoxy Sculpt, so good. I was thinking of using it for one of these and doing, maybe one of them will be like a mushroom theme, right? And the other ones will, like one that's a foresty mushroom theme and one that's a theme that's foresty but not mushrooms. I don't know. So I thought that would be cute. So we got that. I also have little twinkly lights. I got these from the dollar store. So I figured if we want to add that in, that might be fun. The whole point of these is to be a fun decorative piece that people could either use in their altars or just somewhere in their home that brings them joy. And that's all I want. See, I got all kinds of this like wood and bark and pine cones that I've collected, foraged. And then a ton of different types of like moss, we got purple, we got green, purple moss. I've even got some like fake plants, but I haven't found a thing I wanted to use them for yet, so that's an option. But yeah, so I think we'll start off with a color theme for each one. We'll make it a little bit easier. I've got a palette, and these are all almost done, so I'm going to try to use them up if I can. But when it comes to like the pretty colors like pink and purple, I might have to break out something else if I can't make it. All right, let's see. Let's start mixing. I'm a fairly messy artist too. I kind of like that look. I say if you're not perfect at something, make it part of your aesthetic, you know? Let me get out the paint brushes and some let's get some paper towels out here too. Oh yeah, here's the glue I use, E6000. That's the one that kind of, it really is one of the better glues out there. I've stress tested it for a lot of different things. I've tested it for, I remember I stress tested a bunch of stuff when I was making clothing. I was rhinestoning this corset I made. And I was like, okay, I need to see what glue is going to make this stuff stay. And so I put a bunch of different glues, like all the fabric glues, all the rhinestone glues, all sorts of different glues. And the only one that stayed through the washer was E6000. So I was sold after that. Picasso. I'm guessing that's it. I also have this pretty paint. This is like an iridescent type of paint. I can mix into some if we want to make it a little more sparkly. All right, so I'll just start with one, and for one of them I definitely want to go more greens, very earth tones. Every time I see phthalo blue, phthalo green, which I have both of, I just think of Bob Ross every time. Okay. Not sure how much we'll need, but we'll just pop them on. Yeah, I was running late today. I was like, I need to eat and I have not had enough time. So I figured I'm not like a big enough streamer for people to care too much about my time schedule. So I was just chilling, trying to get ready, gather all the things. I don't even want to mix it fully. I kind of just want to go. Okay. All right. I want to make sure we're in focus. These are so nice. They're so well made. I wish I could do wood turning. That's the one thing too, when you are a person who's just interested in so many things, then you end up wanting to do everything. So I have like a list of things that I'd love to do at some point, but can't do because of like funds or whatever. One of them is I want to try at some point stained glass making, and I'd love to do more with pottery, but yeah, I don't There's always time for more stuff. It's actually pretty lovely. It's a lovely color. Yeah, so we'll just get the base down. Nice chill art stream. Cherry, if you don't mind me asking, what was the TikTok that like made you find me? I feel like a lot of like any of the newer Twitch ones that I'm doing, I feel like they're not pushing them as much, because they said something about changing it to where if you post stuff that's uploaded, that they're gonna suppress it more than original stuff that's made through their app. I was like, rude. Okay, now we're getting down to the part where I'm gonna get paint on my hands. Oh, you love the color? Yes. It's a really pretty color. Okay. Ah. I don't mind getting the paint on the tray, so it's fine. I can always repaint the tray. I've gotten in this habit too of like using trays to make stuff in. I bought them all originally, just sell them, and I do make stuff and sell them. I like to take trays like this, and then I paint them, and then I put stained glass on the bottom, and then cover it with resin. They're so cute. So it's like a kind of like an inlay of stained glass. It looks really pretty. But then when I have them available, I'm just like, I'm gonna make stuff in them. Makes it easier. All right, we'll do its twin. You know what I should invest in is some like wood stain, because some of these would be nice just as the wood. You were going through my early 90s, 2000s closet. Then after that, I saw your stream post. Nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, the millennial stuff that I post where it's like talking about like my Y2K stuff does pretty well. And that's really nice too, because I was not expecting it. When I first started TikTok, I just did stuff about my drag, which is great too. But then one day I was like, these are all the things that I've kept, and people were like, what? So I was like, cool, okay. I'm glad you're all interested. It was so funny too, in one of the videos, somebody commented, "This is fake." And I was like, what? How? You think I didn't keep all these things and I just like bought it and pretended like I did? Like, what? People are looking for everything to be fake though. Like, I understand that too, because I've seen the increasing amount of people making fake scenarios and fake videos and all that, but like people think that everything is fake now because they're so worried about being tricked. Like, there was one video I thought was really cute, and I made a cute comment on it, and somebody was like, "This is fake," and I was like, okay, well, I don't don't really care. It was a cute video. But I mean, clickbait's gotten out of control. However, if the clickbait is actually what the video is, I'm not as mad about it. It's just when it's like telling you it's one thing and then you open it and it's not at all that. Really bugs me, really grinds my gears. All right, so I think I'm gonna have to fix the bottom of these, but I'm gonna wait for it to dry a little bit first. These ones I think will be more of oof. Okay, hold on. People are just insane. It's true. I mean, I think people are just so worried about being fooled. They're like, I don't want to be fooled. Well, we've all been fooled. It's a pretty normal thing. Get the bottom. Alright, screw it. I'll just get paint on my hands. It's inevitable, really. I went through a point where I really cared about, well, actually most of my life I really cared about what I posted online, and now I'm coming into this mentality of I'm just gonna be myself, and if I mess up and somebody says I said something messed up, I will listen and I will adapt, and hopefully that's enough, you know? Because I was living in fear for a long time of I can't be myself on the internet, somebody's gonna cancel me. But when I really think about it, what would they cancel me for? I don't really say anything that's messed up. I think it was just my you know, there were so many, it was happening to so many people, and I was feeling so empathic towards it. Like, I mean, a lot of them deserved it, don't get me wrong, but like, you know, eventually I just felt like I had to hide, and I was like, but I think it's also because my generation, well, I mean, Gen X got a bit of it too, but Gen X and millennials are like the first generations to have really like lived their entire lives on the internet. And so we're kind of just now seeing how that's really affecting us as adults. But yeah, I could see people being like that, because nowadays you can go to the thrift stores and buy all this stuff and say you'd have, yeah. True. That's not what I did. Although I do say, because I do rebuy stuff, because I want to have it, and I will say like, oh, I rebought this on eBay or something, because I don't know, I like to be transparent. Also, if somebody's like, where'd you get that? eBay. I said it. Immediately. All right, this color. So maybe one of them will be more like red, warm tones. Yeah. Warm tones. Well, I need to go like over here. This one's called Vermilion, which is like a kind of like a dark orange. Not like burnt, but darker orange. And then we'll do a red. And we'll see how that comes out. I kind of like just half mixing it and then letting the colors kind of form on the surface. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Okay, hold on. The thing that streaming has taught me, which I think I knew, but is I am clumsy. I'm not like super clumsy, but I'm a little, she's a little clumsy. I drop things a lot. Yeah, so I think this one will be more warm tones because I don't always, when I make, so if I were to make everything for me, everything would be iridescent, pink, and purple. But I like to try to go outside my comfort zone. You can tell by the wear of it that I've had it for, yeah, exactly. And most of my stuff's dirty. I have all the like bags that I have from back in the day, or like the Juicy Couture bag and whatnot. I'm like, I need to at some point spend a day like, or time cleaning it, but I have not, and it's just sitting around. There's certain things that I have a harder time letting go of. I actually have been compiling stuff to sell from my 2000 stuff, but I haven't gotten to that point yet. I still have another closet I need to go through, but I don't think that one has as much stuff. I think it's more just half of it is my friend's stuff for when she used to live here, and so she needs to go through it with me, and then the other half is just like random stuff I had in there. But the closets I went through like on my TikTok were all in my room, so they all get like the most, they had the most stuff in them. I bet though in one of them, I bet though in that closet, I think I've seen it too. I think one of the things that's in there is my friend, when TikTok, or when Twilight came out, she was really into the books. And I remember going to see the first movie with her in the theaters, and she got like an Edward poster. So I think that's in there. I still haven't seen the last two. I gave up after the second one. But I told Andrea that too. She's the one that lived with me, and she was like, well, the last two are the best ones. And I'm like, oh, maybe I'll see it. Maybe I'll watch them. I'm glad I'm starting to feel comfortable enough to really be myself on stream, because at first I was super like, ooh, but now I'm like, whatever. I just do, this is how I am when I'm by myself. I make little noises and okay, I'll leave that like that, I guess. All right. So this is kind of like it's an orangey red. I don't know what you would call that. I took color theory and I don't remember. Maybe this will be the one with the mushrooms, and then I could do the little like red mushrooms with the white spots. That'd be pretty. I need to I wouldn't be able to finish this one today though, because whatever one I use, if I do a new Epoxy Sculpt, it's going to take a while to dry. But I kind of wanted to mold it to the candle, you know? So like it was part of it. chilling. I'm running out of things to talk about, so if anybody wants to bring up discussions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just keep narrating what I'm doing. I'm doing pretty good about not getting a lot of paint on my hands. It's usually much more. Do, 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 do. Thank you to anybody who's just hanging out, lurking, chilling. Even just being here helps me in building up this into like a career, which is super wonderful and helpful and honestly my goal right now. So very much appreciate you. Want you to know that. Okay, I think we're good on these two. So for this one, we still have quite a bit of this, which is good because I wanted to see if I could make a good purple or pink or something. So we'll see. We'll see how it comes out. It'll probably be more muted. We're playing with color theory today. I also want to throw in a bit of that. This is like a playful pink, which I guess we could just do this one too if we don't like how this color turns out. But it's very sheer. It just adds like a sheen. Oh, your phone died. Welcome back. I put way too much blue in this. I should have known. Okay, let me see. All right, we used up that one. Good. Trying to use these up. I kind of just want to feel out what this is gonna, what color this is gonna be. Pop some white in there. A little bit more. Right now it's like a muted blue. Trying to make like some sort of purple-y color. I don't hate it. Yeah, more of this one. I don't want to waste the paint, so I'm going to use it anyway. A lot of this stuff is going to have, I mean, they're going to have stuff on top of it, so it's a background color anyway. It's not what I wanted, but it will be pretty cute. That's the funny thing too about stuff is I'll just be like, oh, this isn't coming out how I wanted it, and then I'll just be like, you know what? It came out how the universe wanted it. Yeah, it's kind of like this like dark purpley blue. Yeah, like a muted dark purpley blue. I'm not mad at it. Actually, it's pretty cute. It definitely has a totally different vibe than the other ones. You know what game I haven't played in a year? That one where you have to roll all the way up and pick a trashy outfit and then pick the heads and stuff. I don't know if you remember it. What else do you remember about it? Can you describe it more to me? Like, do you know, was it like just a random, was it on PC? Was it like a Barbie game, or was it some random brand? Hi, how are you? We're making fairy candlesticks today. Making the base of the candlesticks. How are you doing, Remy? I am so close to getting affiliate. I only have to, the last one on my checklist is to just get 3 viewers on average, and right now it's at like 2.4, so we're getting there. You did your first stream today? How did it go? That's exciting. I mean, you were there for the first week. I was a wreck. My body was like so nervous. Dolls Mania. Ooh, yeah. Isn't that the one with like the pixelated dolls? I wish that it was a website. Yeah. I remember making them. Okay, I'm still doing this, but chiller. Exactly. And honestly, that's like the best way to be. And it went great. Hell yeah. Honestly, like, you know what I keep telling myself is, this is my life and it's on my terms. And if I have to do things in a more chill way or not in the way that other people are used to, then that's how it is. I'm just gonna go about my day like it's my day. And if other people want to hang out and see and chill, cool. Don't, you know? I think I had 6 viewers. Hell yeah. I have to learn how to see all the things. It's a lot. There's a lot of stuff. I probably stream too late for a lot of people, but I am a very much a night person, so it's gonna take a little bit for me to change my schedule if I need to. I wish that Dolls Mania website was still up. I don't think it is it? If it is, I want to make some. I did 222. Oh, hell yeah. You like the blue? Yes. It's like a purpley dark blue, yeah. Yeah, I wrote down my manifestations today. I posted like a tarot spread on my Instagram. Focusing on working on anything that you need to release in order to bring in anything new. I've been hardcore focused on that for like the last year, but especially recently. And it feels, I honestly feel like I really do feel like I'm on the right track. So things are feeling good. This is kind of the first time in my life I've actually just started living on my own terms instead of focusing on what other people think. And it's hard. It's hard to get to that point if you are not a person who grew up in a situation where you automatically thought like that. Because in my family, it was not like that. It was very much like, this is what you need to do, and if you don't do that, then what are you doing? You know, then you're failing or whatever. So I'm now living life for me. Oh crap. Alright, that one was easier. And they're not messed up underneath. Yay! Okay, you're looking pretty good. I have so much paint. I need to use it on something. Hold on. I want to use this paint. I don't want it to go bad. Let me grab a little. I have some like little boxes. Oh. Surprise, we're making boxes too. Surprise to me, surprise to you. My roommate was like, this is perfect because you already talked to yourself. Oh my God. My mom is kind of at that point where she never really figured out things she liked to do. She just kind of did what people told her to. And I'm trying to encourage her to, like, you know, find things that she likes doing. And she was like, maybe I should be a streamer. And I was like, maybe you should. Honestly, I think people would watch you. My mom is really funny. Like, but my mom has a very specific type of humor. My mom is a potty humor person. And thinks that like farts and poops and all those things are just the funniest things in the world. It's still up? What? Okay, let me write that down. I want to look that up later. Dolls Mania. There's no way. Is it really up? If that's up, I should do that on stream. That would be so funny. It wouldn't take very long though. So last night I did a surprise stream and we played Barbie games. I was going through all my games to see which ones would work on just the computer without downloading a virtual machine. And I got 2 of them to work. We played Barbie's Beauty Boutique and Barbie's Magic Genie Adventures. It was pretty cute, pretty damn fun. I really enjoyed it. The Beauty Boutique, obviously, there's only so much to do. So I'm glad that the Genie one worked because it gave us a lot more to do. But, you know, I dressed some Barbies. I did their nails and their hair. And dress them in outfits that looked like they were in Clueless, because the game is from 2003. And then the Genie game, I think, was from 1998. And I'm actually getting... I have the Genie game, but I didn't know I had it, so I rebought it on eBay, and I'm actually waiting on it. But the one I bought on eBay comes with the magic Genie bottle that it was supposed to come with, and I don't have that, so I'm stoked. And at some point in the future, I'll probably play it again, but with the bottle. That was so fun. I really wanted to play Girl Talk, but it kept crashing my computer. So I'm going to try to download a virtual machine and download Windows 98. So it'll try to run it as if it's on Windows 98 and not just like trying to make it compatible. That part where Barbie kept invading your personal space, right? And I loved her laugh. Every time there was this thing in the game where you would have to, where you'd have to like lift stuff in order to get like a gem or something underneath it. And every time you did it, she did this laugh of ha ha ha. I thought it was just the best. She's great. I swear, I could probably at this point just be like a Barbie streamer. No, I like doing other stuff too much. But oh my god, it was so fun. Those games were like my life as a kid. They're really not inclusive though. There's like, at least in the Barbie boutique one, they had Barbie, Teresa, and Christy, so they had very mild diversity, but you know, in the newer, like, I don't even know if Barbie still makes games. I think they have some apps, like they have a Barbie dress up app for your phone. I don't know if they have any games, but I would like Barbie to start making games again for me, specifically, just for me. Other people can play it too. Did anyone have the Barbie fashion designer CD where you printed out the patterns on the weird fabric? I did. I remember playing it, and I would try to make try to print them out, and they never printed out right, so I just made them in the game and said screw it. But I had a lot of fun with that because I really wanted to be a fashion designer as a kid. I just realized I am painting this all the way over here and nobody can see it. You can see me doing this. It took me that long. I'm just trying to... Oh god, I'm at that point where they're just gonna get paint all over my hands again. I'll clean up the hinges later. Scrape it off. Beep, 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 beep. I also had the Barbie game where you would paint nails. Like you'd make your own nail sets and stuff. And I had quite a few games that I have been looking for on eBay. I really want the Babysitters Club PC game because I have the CDs of it, but they're all scratched up. And I don't think they'll work. But that was a fun game. Oh yeah, you would use stickers instead of sewing it. You would like... Yeah, I actually went to a fashion design school. I went for graphic design, and I was originally going to go for fashion design, but when I sent them my entry project, they said, "I think you'd be really good at graphic design, and then you'd learn how to like brand a business and gives you a lot of the skills that you would need in pattern making and whatnot." Whereas in fashion design, you might like, basically they actually full on said you could end up just doing textile design the rest of your life. And I was like, I'll do graphic design. It was a pretty good decision. I learned a lot, and that was a really good decision. I love graphic design. I don't necessarily, I stopped doing it for, I have a few clients, but I stopped doing it for like the public a long time ago because let me put that down, because a lot of people don't know what they want. And it got very frustrating. I need to work on branding. Branding is honestly, I find it really fun and also difficult at the same time, because what you're doing is you have to figure out who you are and what you want to portray. And it's difficult enough to figure out who you are, let alone how to package that in a way that other people will be able to digest it. And I think that we're kind of moving in a way where you don't have to put it in such strict parameters as they used to be. Like, for instance, focusing on one thing, you don't necessarily have to do that anymore if you don't want to, which is nice. But because I mean, my Twitch channel alone it's me doing art, but I'd never do the same art, or hardly ever. Or I will eventually, but because I go in cycles. But people would be like, "Oh, you have to find your niche and stick to it," and that is a thing. That's a form of branding. But really, like, for me, when I ask my friends, I want to do flower arranging too. I love that. That's so cool. You don't have to like pick, people, the thing is, what branding really is you're selling yourself, especially if you're an artist. You're not selling the art that you're making. You're selling yourself, and that are people interested in you? Do they want to hang out with you? Do they like what you make? And I think a lot of us as artists get to a point where we're just focusing on the product, but really the product is an extension of ourselves. And as we continue to basically just share who we are, our process, our thoughts about it, stuff like that, you end up attracting people like you. People who either really like your stuff or your way of creating or whatnot. And unfortunately, it also can attract people who don't like it. And that's part of the sifting through whatever. But there's also an element of trust there, that if this is something you're meant to do, then you will be protected from a lot of that stuff. Because how much drama are people really going to come bring to somebody making art on Twitch? That's not how you make it. Well, this is how I make it. And if you have a problem with it, you can go make it yourself. Stuff like that, Because I, for a long time, didn't even want to show my processes. Not because I didn't want to show it, but because I was afraid of how other people would perceive it. Of how other people would judge me for it. And eventually it's just like, who cares? Honestly, most people are so concerned about how they're being perceived that they don't care. And then it gets to a point where my attitude is, there is no right way to do something. And the more we adapt that mentality, the more you leave room for endless possibilities. Nobody has to be a certain way. Now I know there's some things where the only thing I can think of that people might critique me for that is understandable is like when I make stuff that I need to wear masks or safety stuff for. And sometimes when I make that stuff, like resin stuff, I don't wear that stuff. And I know people are going to yell at me for that. But I can adapt. And that's where we learn. Since I know people are going to yell at me for that, I will come out wearing it. But usually when I'm by myself, I don't always do that kind of stuff. If I die by craft products, then I die by craft products. There are worse ways to die. I have a lot against me because I was just thinking about how, like, even in drag, if you use any powder that has certain things, I think it's talc, and I don't know if the powder I use has it in or not. Prolonged exposure to it created what was called a clown lung, which was when clowns would use too much. I mean, they used a completely different. It was like, I think, pure talc or something like that. So it was much more dangerous when this happened. But we always joke about in drag getting clown lung because inhaling powder from makeup can do that. Ah. Come here. Get over here. Don't, no. Go over here. Alright. We'll do the inside. The old clown lung. Classic. This is just me using excess paint. I'll decorate these though kind of in a similar way so that they'll be fun little boxes I can put on the shop too. I've been meaning to do the boxes, but I haven't. I used to feel like I couldn't make and sell stuff that wasn't 100% made by me. And I had to pull myself out of that mentality because, you know, I'm not a woodworker. I'm not gonna make tiny wooden boxes, but I can take them and transform them into something that's totally unique, you know, and that is just as valid as making it completely from scratch. I don't know why I grew up feeling like you had to be such a purist about everything. I felt that way about fashion design too when I was a little kid, before I knew anything about fashion design. I thought in order to be a fashion designer, you had to come up with something that nobody had ever made before. And I don't know why I felt that way. Because that's not at all what fashion design is at this point. But in my brain, that's how I felt for a long time. And I kept trying to come up with like all these, I have all these old pictures, drawings of fashion that I tried to like invent new ways of like wearing shirts and pants and stuff. And I was like, no, I don't like any of it. It's weird, the stuff that we grow up believing only to have it be completely dispelled as you're older. Because you wonder, like, how did I start thinking that way in the first place? These are cute. They kind of look like a space type of color. It reminds me of space. Ugh, just paint everywhere. Boop, boop, boop. But yeah, I had a lot of fun on stream last night. It was nice to get to do something totally different and just like spontaneous. And it made me feel like I was really hitting my stride with doing this, which made me feel excited. Okay, let me get this. Eek. Me trying so hard not to get paint on like all of my stuff. Those nuances are there though. Yeah. I guess that's what it is. Nuances, things you pick up on that are not actually said or any of that. I enjoyed your stream yesterday. Oh, I'm glad you did. It was a lot of fun. I like just, you know, picking up and laughing at stuff, and I don't know. The thing I like about gaming that's so different than my real life is that I get to really be silly and have all that chaos that I think is really fun and enjoyable that I don't do in real life, because I'm not like... I'm not a prankster. I would never cheat on someone. I would never do anything like deliberately to malicious, you know, but in like The Sims, I could be like, oh, I'm going to cheat on him or whatever, and not care about it because it's not real. It allows you to explore other things that you wouldn't normally do. Damn it, I got paint on my screen. Ugh. It's fine. It'll come off. And that's the type of gaming that I usually watch if I watch gamers, is people who like to just be chaotic and have fun with the game and aren't so serious about it. Like, I think it attracts a better community too when you just have fun with the games, because a lot of the communities where you are focused so much on being really good at the game get really toxic, and people just start yelling at you because you're doing this or not doing it, or... And I'm like, oof. Oof. All right, we're almost done with these. So this is a wood palette. Do I wash it, or do I just continue to put paint over dried paint and live that way? Because that's probably what I would normally do, but that's probably not the best thing to do. Okay. The boxes are done. The paint is used. No waste. I don't like to waste. That's why I try to like clean. Yes, I'm gonna put details on everything. We don't do a lot of plain stuff here. So yeah, everything's gonna have stuff. Clean. I'm one of those messy art people. Okay, can I get this paint off my screen? It's already dry. Can I scratch it off? Oh my God. It worked. There's still a little bit. I just want to make sure you don't have paint on you for later. See, we're cleaning. Being responsible. Okay. Now that these have had a little time to dry, we can start working on these guys. Super late here. Good to see you. Okay, yeah, good to see you. Thank you for coming through and hanging out. I will be posting them when they're done, and you can always check the VOD later. And I've been putting them on YouTube too, so they'll always be around. And congratulations on your first stream. Yeah. Okay, these are good. Okay. All right. Cute. All right, the paint part is mostly done, so I'm gonna move this somewhere. Okay. Move that out of there because I don't want to accidentally hit it and then have paint everywhere. Move all this paint out of the way. And these guys. All right. Now we're on to phase 2. Phase 2. All right. I'm thinking that the best thing to start with would be moss and whatnot. I think these guys are going to be a little more like that like galactic celestial fairy look. This one, even just based on the colors. Wait, why is one red? Oh, man. All right, well, I can put stuff over that. Even just with the colors, they have completely different feelings to them, you know? So let's see. We've got a whole thing of stuff. Oh yeah, we got, okay, not near the candle. Candle bad. Okay. What's in here? Oh, sand. Sand. So we got all this moss we can play with. That's my favorite kind, I think. I'll get out the purple one. We'll play with that one too. Okay. Ooh. What is the best way to put this moss on? Probably E6000, because for like, I can take some of the smaller pieces of moss and probably put them on with Mod Podge, but for the clumps of moss that I want to really stay in place, it's probably better to use a more industrial glue. Stunning colors, yes, thank you. Thank you to anyone lurking. You are keeping me at three viewers, and I really appreciate that, because the more we keep the viewer count up, the more closer I get to affiliate, and you guys are the best. Anyway, just want to periodically remind you of how much I appreciate you and how wonderful you are as a person and how much you matter Did you know that you matter? Because you do. Maybe I will use this purple one on the purple. Right? I wasn't gonna use it, but now that I'm thinking about the purple and the purple, I'm thinking red moss on the red. Are we just doing like monochromatic moments? I mean, they won't be fully monochromatic at all, but I like this idea, I think. See, like, it could be good. However, let's also look at the green. Let's just look at the green. We'll just compare. Always good to know, right? It just looks like weed. Red or green? Because the green does really pull it back to earth. And if I have it with like mushrooms, it might look better with green than with the red. I could also put some of the red in with this green, with the other green too. That might be fun. So the only one I know for sure is I want to put purple on the purple. Red. Okay. We like the red moment. Yes. Okay, hold on. Get a little bit more out. And we'll try to figure out where to put it on here. I want it more around the bottom, trailing up. So I just put like some dots on there and we'll see how it looks. It's coming apart a little bit. That's okay though. Yeah, the mushrooms with the green I think would look really good. I could put like a little bit of red in with the green too, if we can't pick one. Okay. I'm gonna make it a little thinner. It's a little too thick. She's a little thick. Okay, glue. Maybe don't sit in the way of the moss. Yes. Oh yes, gonna get glue all over my fingers. Let's see. How it's trailing up like that looks so cute. Like that. Let's see. Keep going with it. Like, I don't think I want to put it all around the base. I think I just want to have it like focused more on one side and then trailing, have a little bit coming up, you know? So I'll pick like a spot up here and have whoa, I just had one of those weird moments where like I don't know if other people have this, where I was thinking about what I'll be doing later, and then I had this moment of, oh wait, I'm still in my stream. It was a very quick, fleeting thought too. It was so random. Okay, that's cute. Let's do. It almost looks like coral in a way. Okay. So yeah, kind of like this side's a little thick. I think it needs to trail down. So put a little glue there. Try and give it some just to trail out. Needs a little more than that. Yeah. I think I'll be adding okay, I think that's good enough so far, because I think at one point I'm going to use some Mod Podge and put some, just like scatter some of these tiny bit pieces that fall off on it, just to give it a little texture. Beep, 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 beep. You know what I like too about a lot more artists posting content about making stuff is that it just helps me feel like capable, you know? Like in reality, I'm gluing stuff to a candlestick. In the end, it's gonna look gorgeous, and like you wouldn't even really think about the process of how it's made. But I mean, really anybody could make it. That's how art is. That's how crafting is. But do you want to buy all the things to make it? Or do you want to buy something that somebody made for you? That's where we are. There's so many people who've always told me like, oh, well, I could make that or whatever. Okay, well then do it. Doesn't mean I can't. Doesn't mean I can't make it and sell it. Somebody won't want to make it and will want to buy it. Maybe they'll want to buy it because I made it. Who knows? Boop, boop. Yeah, it looks, I want it to look kind of like it was, like it started growing on it, you know? Okay, and then, oh, excuse me, glue. Okay, then do one on this side up here. pieces. This one's a little thick. Try to shred it up a little. Yeah, like that. So it's like that. Ooh, what are we making? We're making like fairy themed candlesticks today. So like this one's more of a darker celestial feel. We have some purple moss on it. This one came out really nice. This is perfect. So they're gonna be in pairs. Okay, this one needs a little more of this trail moss. And then then we got these red ones and the green ones. And I also have 2 little boxes because I had extra paint. So we're gonna decorate some boxes too. So yeah, just little candlesticks. These are I'm gonna embellish them more. This is really the base of it. Yay! We love a versatile streamer. I'm just kidding. So these are coming out pretty cute. So we'll put the purple away. The rest of it. We got a lot of these the little pieces down here. And I kind of want to... No, maybe I don't need to. Ooh, girl, yes, we do. Ooh, girl. Ooh, girl. We keep it interesting. We keep things moving. All right. We'll clean this up because we want to save this for something else later. Ooh. Where my boxes at? Perfect thing to use them for. So we had a bunch of extra of this paint that I mixed, this random color, just like a bluey purple color. So that's why we're making the boxes too. And we are you just spilled the tea in the chat. I love it. Motherload, I am so close to getting affiliate. I just have to get, the only thing left on my to-do list is average viewers being 3, and right now it's at 2.4. But I have everything else. We're on the way. Oh yeah, look at how cute. Look at just that little bit. Just that little bit. I'll probably make these pretty, I think I'll just make them pretty similar to each other. They might have fully different embellishments that I end up putting on them, but we're gonna get you there. Oh, thank you. I love this community we're building. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, so I have like a list of different things that I like to that I've been thinking about making, because usually what I do when I was doing this off stream was I would come up with, you know, what do I want to work on this week, what interests me, and then that's what I would make for my shop for that week. And I still work on some things behind the scenes, like I'm still working on the electroform jewelry. It's still in the electroform baths, and it's and then next we'll be polishing it, so I'm still working on that. But some stuff you can just make and be done with on stream because it's just pretty easy to make it all, and it's nice to get to do that with people now, to like, you know, like we're having, it's almost like we're having like a craft time to get like craft club. I like it. I've done that before with one of my friends. We had like a craft day together and we made headpieces for photo shoots. And it was so funny because I was making these headpieces and I had these little birds to put on them. So we were like naming the birds. I think we named one of them Philippe. We were like, Philippe, what are you doing? Philippe just really, you know, wanted to be the star of the show, is what it was. Little greedy bird. And he did it. He made it. He was in a photo shoot and he felt great. I love this. I've been thinking about making these boxes for a long time, and so it's like a little bonus I didn't know I was going to do. They're so cute. And it's kind of funny to me because I used to be the friend who would make people stuff for like all of my friends' stuff. So I would make my friends gifts like for their birthday or Christmas or whatever, and a lot of times it was boxes like this that I would get from the craft store and paint in some way that I thought that they would love. Whether or not they liked it or not, they always pretend that they did, so at least there's that. But they were definitely not as good as the stuff I make now, but we stand progress. Alright, little pieces. So it like trails off. This little stick keeps getting in there, and I don't really want that stick right now. I like sticks usually. Might have it connect right here. I love arts and crafts. I love the boxes. Yes, exactly. I've always, and I think it's because I was that little kid who was like, who always wanted like a special bag or a special box to keep my stuff in, because I felt, you know, like it was special. I was always that kid who, I don't know, would play like witches and things with like, where you know, I don't know who did this, I had like a dictionary that was huge, right? Like thick ass dictionary. And I used to, I wrapped it in paper like you did for school, and I'd pretend it was my spell book. And then I'd go outside with like a big pot and just put a bunch of random shit in it and be like, I'm a witch. Cute. So I've always been that person who just liked to have little things like that made me feel cute and special, and so that this kind of stuff reminds me of that. Try and pick up all the little pieces before I mix the colors. Okay. Ah. It's unique just like you. Aww. The internet has a nasty habit of making us feel like nobody's unique. So for the longest time, I haven't felt very unique. But I think we're all just kind of on a similar wavelength more than anything. I'd cut a girl's hair for witchcraft, so I've been there. Like when you were a little kid, you cut a girl's hair thinking like it was for like a spell or something. I very much was part of that. Like, you know, the craft was huge as I was a kid. And at least with me and my friends it was. And so we were always trying to do like the light as a feather, stiff as a board thing and all that. I used to be the kid in elementary school. There was one year where all of my friends decided to ditch me and that they didn't want to be my friend anymore. And I don't know why. But that was what I dealt with one year. I forgot what year. I think it was like 5th grade. And before I went to middle school and made new friends. And then by 8th grade, I was weirdly popular amongst the stoner group. I don't know. Anyway, so when I was like in 5th grade and all my friends ditched me and I realized what was happening, I was like, okay. So then I started coming to school and I made this little, I got this little bag, like a little, bathroom toiletry bag. Right. That. And I just found random objects. Like I remember finding like a shoulder pad for one of my mom's things, outfits, and a bunch of other random things that would do absolutely nothing, right? They were just random objects. And I would bring them to school and I would find little worms that were dying. And I would spend all of recess trying to play doctor on these worms and just giving them attention. And eventually I made a friend who was weird like me, and we did that together. But, and I remember getting like the first Harry Potter book and being like, oh, these spells in here, they're real. We're gonna use them as if they're real. Spend time with my worm friend. I don't know. I always did pretty well on my own, which is why the pandemic's been not too bad for me. Like I still keep actually keep more in touch with my friends now than I did before the pandemic. Because I'll like, you know, do FaceTimes and different things with them. One of my friends wanted to talk to me today because we wanted to chat on 2/22/22. I'll have to call him later. But life is a weird cycle, you know? I remember the following year when we started middle school. And I got to middle school and I went to like the bathroom during one of the classes and I saw the girl who I was friends with and who was kind of in charge of the group that ditched me. I saw her and she was freaking out because she had started her period and had nothing. And so I helped her and she was like shocked that I would help her. I was like, well, you know, not everyone is like that. Just because you made me feel like crap doesn't mean that I have to not help you. Yeah, I've always tried to, that always like was a thing. I always wanted to be a nice person. So I'd always, eventually it like actually bit me in the ass because then I became so consumed with just wanting to be a good person that I started ignoring things about myself. Because then I would do it to a detriment of helping other people, you know. Okay, these guys are so cute. We're gonna put more on them, but just like a little bit to frame them you know? Oh, so cute. Oh, this is so, oh, oh, oh. Okay. I really think my niceness, though, really just came from because, like, you know, from my trauma. Because I just wanted people to like me. So I think it came from that, really. All the moss is feeding my goblin heart. Isn't it, though? The moss. The moss. I always, you know, every time I see a video where they clean moss off of things, I'm like, oh my god. Hi! Hi, Michael. How are you? We're crafting tonight. We're making, oh my god. These are sticking together because the paint's not dry yet. We're making elaborate candlesticks and little boxes. They're all really like fairy themed, but each different kind of fairies, right? So this one's more like a celestial fairy. This one is going to be like a mushroom fairy. We're going to put some moss on it and make some mushrooms for it. And then this one's just going to be very like woodland fairy with like moss and wood and things like that. Nature. She's nature. We walk the children through nature, you know. We're here for it. Okay, so put these to the side. Let them continue to dry. Now, the question is, by the way, thank you for coming. That's so sweet of you, because not a lot of people I know in person have been showing up. And so when they do, I take note. Like, it's really sweet of you. Anyway, so for this one, I want to have it be like, yes, celestial or mushroom. Yes. So for this one, I want to make the mushrooms out of Epoxy Sculpt and kind of like mold it to here. And I'm thinking we could either go with we have red moss, or we can also mix too. We have red moss for this red on red moment, or we also have green, which I think would look really good with the mushrooms, or we can do both. So if I take that off, you can get the feel. So I think honestly, either will look good, right? But just want to give the options. You guys can help me brainstorm it. This one's going to be green, so I'm going to start getting some of the green out. Oh, I have some in here too. Some other textures of it. Ooh, and there's pine in here too. Cute. I always keep these, like, I'm gonna keep this one and use it as if it's like a little dried flower. So it's like a miniature dried flower hanging. Ah! There it is. I'm gonna keep that one in my little miniature plane. So I have these. We have all these like little miniature tarot cards to play with. We haven't even gotten to the decoration aspect of it. We're still on the base layers. We're doing the moss and then maybe add some like wood and stuff to it. And then we have all these decorations that we can add. Little jars. Yeah, lots of things. I think the decorations will look better on these guys. I kind of want to do like a little tarot spread up here or something. I really like miniatures, right? I keep seeing people do them and I'm like, oh my god. See, if I didn't do a shop, then I would be spending all of my time crafting one of those doll houses. But I don't have time for that. But in the future, that's on my list. I want to make my own custom doll house for like my Ginger Spice and my Britney Spears and my Furbies to live in. You know, they need a house. But right now they live on my shelf. Little jars. You know, little jars have a chokehold on me too. There's really nothing to use them for other than put like tiny crystals in them or other tiny things in them. But that's why I like miniatures. They're little things that are so cute. Oh, I also have some already made miniature items that I've made out of Epoxy Sculpt that I need to paint, and we can use some of those for the decoration. See, well, what I'm thinking is I'll make mushrooms that will fit, they'll be like larger and fit to the base of this. But we could also just go and do moss and then do smaller mushrooms like this and kind of put them on, paint them. That might be better because they're still pretty large compared to the candlestick. Yes. And I have like little flowers. This was made with a mold. Here's more mushrooms. We got lots of little mushrooms here. Candles. These are little candles, so it's like a set of 3. Oh, I have like little tiny mushrooms I made too. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like them. Oh, look at my little spider. For no reason. I just thought he would be cute. So yeah, some of these are from molds. Most of like the candles and the mushrooms are all handmade. See, I love the mushrooms too. Okay, so I could just go with these. Let's see how many we have. We have 3 larger ones and 1 of the smaller ones. I don't know if that's enough, but this is kind of the style I would make if I made them specifically on here. So I might still do that. But we can also use the mushrooms on other ones too. We could just have everything be mushrooms. Why am I so into mushrooms? So I just need to paint those. And then I have the Epoxy Sculpt here to make specific stuff. It will just take a little while to dry, so we wouldn't be able to paint it right away. Yay, you're excited. Yay. You're getting the vision. Okay, good. Because we're still working on the base of them. I keep moving everything. I move a lot, sorry. I'm glad you're getting the vision. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to finish everything tonight, but I think most of the things will be finished by the end of tonight. So, I think I'm gonna make the mushrooms specifically for this because I think it'll look better. Should we do that now? Let's do it now, and then maybe it'll give it enough time to dry. We'll see. Okay, let's try it. Oh, I need the scale. Hold on. I forgot about that. What are you doing? Do you need to go potty? Do you need to go potty? Are you going potty? I have to close this door. It's too loud. All right, just scratch the door when you come back. Go potty outside. Go potty outside. Scratch the door when you come back, and I'll let you in. you need to go potty? You good? My dogs are getting ready. They're like getting used to me streaming, so they're not as... I wish you had little fairies hanging on the side. I know. That's like the one thing when I make these things, because I also have these little terrariums where I make fairy gardens. And the one thing I wish I had was fairies, but I would have to make them because I haven't found any that look good. And I'm not sure how to make them, you know? So I'm just gonna use this old Weight Watchers scale. And I do this because I want to, you have to do equal parts of both of these in order for it to work. This is probably the most I've used of it because usually I just make small things. So that's... I think we'll do 1 so it'll be like 1 ounce of each. Yes, that, okay. And then 1 ounce of this one. So this is Epoxy Sculpt, which is a type of clay that you mix 2 bits together, and when they mix together, they whatever the compounds of whatever they're made of mixes, and then when it hardens, it's hard. Like you don't have to use any type of heat, or it's not air dry, it's just some sort of chemical thing. When they mix together, they dry. It's really cool. I need to start using it for my jewelry because I could make some really cool stuff with that. This is too much. Oh, he's back. Hold on. All right, hold on, Chew. Hold on, I'll let you in. Okay, so now we have 2 ounces. Yeah, so if you have anything to make that you might need that for, it's a little more on the expensive side, but it's totally worth it because it's super durable. Okay, come on in. Good boy. Okay, you done? Okay, good boy. Okay. So now I have to really knead it together. So you can see how like one's like a darker gray than the other. And then once they're all mixed together, it's all one color. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like this, the art on screen. I was trying to come up with a layout that really represented me, you know, something that felt really I don't know, like me. And see, that was the whole thing. We were talking about branding earlier, and I was trying to figure out what my branding was. And one night I was thinking about it, and I was like, it's like Y2K witch, you know? I think that's my branding. That's who I am. Oh, Julie, I can see you in the camera. But I'm glad you like it. Thank you. Okay, we're making... Oh, I forgot. I usually use gloves to use this. Oh, because my hands are going to be all gross now. That's all right. The damage is done. was I even like the magazine cover one that I have on the screen. I made that as I basically like traced a cover of Bot magazine, but then I added a bunch of other stuff to it, like the outlines of Christina and Brittany and Justin. Those weren't there originally, and I just, the original picture of the person in the middle, can you guess who that is? Just based off of the hair alone. We'll just play games like that. It is. You got it right away. It's Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Which I really wish that he would come out and just be like, I did it. I'm doing a new movie. I miss him. I know he's like this short little dad now, but like, yes, but I forgot his name. I think the blonde one on there is the guy from, what's his name? He passed away. He was in The Neverending Story 2. And then the one at the top, I think, was the guy from 10 Things I Hate About You with, like he's a short king. We love it. He is a short king and we love it. I still love him. I really want to rewatch Wild America with him and Devon Sawa. I haven't seen that in so long and I keep thinking about it. Devon Sawa's all like, I follow him on Instagram. He's all doing, I think he did like the Chucky TV show, which I haven't seen. It's probably good though. I heard things about it. I forgot what I heard about it though. Oh my god, I really should have used gloves for this. It's all over my fingers. It looks like it's pretty well mixed though now. It has a pretty long work time too, which is nice. It's like about an hour or so, I think. Devon Sawa was it. Okay, so my tops back in the day, my top faves, right, was Jonathan Taylor Thomas, Devon Sawa, and Eric Von Detten. And then definitely towards the younger crowd. Yeah, I think everything they're making at this point is being targeted towards Gen Z. Which is why I haven't watched Euphoria yet, although I heard such good things. I'm kind of waiting, though, for it to be over, and then I can just binge it. That's what I usually do, because I hate waiting. I was gonna do that with Drag Race, and then they haven't put, like, I haven't even seen season 13. I've only been watching this season because I don't know where they're putting the episodes. Ugh. And my friend Deja's on this season. And Lady Camden, who I know by association. We don't really know each other. But I know Deja. And I'm so proud of her. She's still in it. Ah! Or at least I think. I haven't seen the Sweets. You watch them on YouTube? Euphoria is amazing, but so many triggers for trauma. I have heard that for sure. We used to obsess over the Tiger Beat posters. My tops were Justin, JTT, and Kevin from Backstreet. My favorite from Backstreet was always AJ. But and you know what? This is even weirder. My top favorites from NSYNC originally was, and I'm thinking like when they first came out, right? Was, well, I kind of liked JC a little bit. That didn't really last because my favorite was Joey. Fucking Joey and a little bit of Chris. Who am I? Joey is honestly the superior NSYNC member though. He's funny, he's cute, he's full dad right now. He's got all the jobs. We love Joey. Like when I had like a dog tag necklace from, I think I got it at Claire's, right? and it had Joey's name on it. I was like, yeah, that's right. And then for Hanson, I think it was Taylor. Although the older one turned out to be really cute as I got older. Actually, they're all pretty cute. Okay. Joey's dad bun. Joey's like full dad everything. And him in like my big fat Greek wedding. Adorable. He's so cute. And I keep hearing like stuff about how, I mean, I don't know this because I don't know them, right? We're just gossiping. We're kikiing. It's fine. I keep hearing about, oh my God, we can, hold on. But I keep hearing about how Justin Timberlake's kind of a dick in person. And that's really sad to hear. So I don't know. I hear that's how I've heard that about stories from people who have served at events that he's been at and that he's been rude to them. So I don't know. But he is the one that kind of like got the biggest head out of it all. So Josh Hartnett. So yes, let's talk about Josh Hartnett. So he wasn't my top favorite, but damn, he was good. Like, especially in the movies he was in and stuff. Ooh. 40 Days and 40 Nights. Come on. Yeah, plus like Justin made that whole Crimea River shit after Britney. That's kind of a dick move. I mean, I know it's a good song, but that's kind of a dick move. Rude. Such a good movie. I need to rewatch that movie. I haven't seen it since I was a kid, and I'm sure I'd appreciate it more now as an adult. Yeah, I was young and dumb, and I liked Justin. That's honestly, though, all of us, right? There were so many things I liked when I was younger that I could never now. And then so many things that I still do. Oh, small butterflies. Oh, I wish I had tiny butterflies. I could make them, though. I could make some with the clay. Oop. I'm dropping shit again. Yeah, who does JT think he is talking to our queen like that? Did the music stop? It's like a 2-hour playlist and we're at 2 hours. That makes sense. Start it over. Okay. Let's see how this works. I think I'll just do this first, right? And then we'll kind of add the moss around it. Excuse you. Okay, I'm gonna have to break out the clay pieces. I know, I've been waiting for like the Britney interview or the Britney something. I did hear that she got a book deal. And so, that will be scathing. In this Twitch chat, we stand Britney. I want an Oprah interview also. I really do. I've been constantly thinking about it. I want it so bad. Like, especially after that Harry and Meghan interview, right? I was like, oh, I really need this Oprah interview to happen. I love, have any of you seen the TikToks of the girl who's Southern who translates Britney's Instagram posts into Southern so that people can understand them better? It's so good. it actually like made me really happy because I was like, oh, this actually makes a lot more sense and sounds a lot more logical when you hear it from like that, from like a Southern person, and you hear it in the accent and everything and with the right inflections. So good. Yeah, they're so good. I forgot what their name though. But yeah, I think they even wrote like a BuzzFeed article about her, so you could probably Google it. Yeah. Okay, wait, what do these mushrooms look like? They're kind of more like flat out than the ones I made. Like that, and then I would have it come to like blah blah blah. Yeah, I love her posts because it was like, since I'm not Southern, sometimes when I read her posts, I'm like, you okay, girl? And then when she read them like that, I was like, oh my God, this makes so much sense. And I love how many people were like, like I said, there was a BuzzFeed article written about her and everything where she was like, because people were like, oh my God, this makes so much sense now. And honestly, of course, Brittany would talk like that, and maybe not have the most, the most like a large vocabulary or be the most whatever, because she's been working her entire life since she was 16. She like barely went to school. I don't think English was her first priority as far as like becoming really well versed in, communications and stuff. Okay, let's see if this works. I'm worried this is gonna fall because it's like kind of heavy. Oh, it looks cute though, I think. Yep. It does from this angle. Okay, I gotta fix underneath. Should I went to school and still don't know shit? Ain't that the truth? I mean, we are, when it's the American education system, it is what it is, right? Oh, thank you for the follow. Oh, you love it. Yay. Okay, wait, before I do the bottom, let me just kind of see. Well, that's a big mushroom. We'll do a little mushroom with it. So we'll do underneath. We'll get it. You're welcome. Yay! I love that Twitch tells you like if it's a first time chatter or something like that. I'm also thankful, Michael, that you have the same screen name for everything because there's been so many people. Oh, thank you for posting it. There's been so many people that have come in and I don't know if I know them or not because they have different names for things. You posted it to your Discord and tell people to follow so we meet. Oh, thank you so much. That's so sweet. Yeah, this is only my third week doing it, but it's feeling like the right path. Everything's working. I haven't really had, I had like one troll, like we're starting to build a community. We're doing good. It's giving mushrooms and moss. Yes, it is. So we're making candlesticks and little boxes, and they're gonna be all decorated like little fairy like miniatures, nature, mushrooms, all of that. So I'm making custom mushrooms for these two, the two red ones. Yes, good cottage style, exactly. Okay, so I need to lay this down to try to get that to dry up like that. Is the top okay? Yeah. And then we'll just paint it. To have like, I want to paint it to be one of those red ones with the white spots, you know. And then it'll have moss on the bottom. So it'll be so cute. He loves cottagecore. Well, then this is the perfect stream for you. We're having that moment today. So right now we're just sculpting we're sculpting mushrooms specifically on this. Okay. I'm gonna make a smaller a baby mushroom with it. We're just gonna have little mushrooms. Okay. Oop, oop. Yeah, so we've been just hanging out, talking about Britney Spears and Y2K stuff. Wondering which NSYNC member is your favorite, which Backstreet Boy member. I also went through, and I'm a little ashamed about it, but we can talk about it. Went through an O-Town phase, and O-Town was my shit. I'm only embarrassed about it because, wow, their music was awful, and I liked it anyway. Also, my goal life is to be a goblin that lives in his shoe and makes the grass with the shiny bits and baubles I find in the wilderness. Well, yes. Can we start a community? Can we start a community together and do that? Because I would love that. That would be amazing. Mushroom. Yes, a whole commune of just that. I just want to make things, and then we'll have like drag shows on the weekend. Perfect. Because I also do drag. Honestly, that sounds like the perfect life. I'm ready. Take me home. Whenever I do these mushrooms, they just look like little, you know. It's a little too big, actually. Maybe it'll be, just move it over a little bit so it's a little bit more like that. You can make jellies. Oh my god. A modern maximalist home, right? I actually really love that term. I can't believe I never, because that, I mean, it is what I am. Or maybe I'm just a person who just likes to have everything displayed all the time because that is my aesthetic. Boop, boop, boop. I don't know. I think it's good. I think that one's good. I'm trying to shape this in a way that's like fun and flirty. Yeah. All right. Please dry that way. I'll check in on you later. while we work on the other mushroom. I think it'll look good. And the baby mushroom. Both of them. Ooh, you know what I do have? I do have a mold that has little butterflies in it. Did I make any in here? Well, I do have one. Okay, so this is what the mold looks like. Oh, my hands are all dirty now. But it's like this little butterfly. So I could make more of those. That'll be easier than making them by hand. Okay, let me get it. I got all my little tiny item molds. This one makes little succulents, which I have a bunch of those made out of resin already if we want to use those. These are just little flowers. These are seashells. We don't need those. These are like daisy flowers. And then we have this one, which has little butterflies and stuff in it. Yeah, so it is Epoxy Sculpt. Here. And it's this type of clay that you mix with another Epoxy Sculpt here. They come together. You mix them together, and when they dry, they'll be like super hard and durable, and you don't have to like bake them or anything. Because I bought regular air dry clay and it was so brittle. It did not last. Do not recommend. It depends on what you're using it for though. Where's the butterfly? There you are. I know, I just kind of ignore them. I don't know why I'm starting to get those, but I don't want to buy followers, thank you. It does not help my life. If anything, it makes it worse. Yeah, air dry clay just crumbles. I was using it to try to create just like a little piece because I wanted to try and make a mold and I wanted to make it custom, so I tried to put air dry clay on this this bowl, and I was trying to make like a little moon on the bowl so it would create a custom little moon bowl, right? No, it didn't work. The cool thing about this too is that when you make it in the molds, you don't really have to wait for it to dry in the mold. You could carefully pop it out and then keep making more. So I just have to careful. Okay. Or you could let it dry there, but I'm gonna try to carefully take this out. Ugh, that was not that careful. Okay, I hate it. Hold on. Do it again. There's also a cute little bee in here. I used him for something else before. The fact that you do this with nails blows my mind. One of my best friends does my nails, Kristen, and I can guarantee she gets irritated with how much I ruin them. But she does a great job because they really hold up through all of it. And these are actually much shorter than I usually wear them, so that helps a lot. It sucks though to get like paint and stuff on these, and then I have to really scrub it out. But you know, it's good to just make sure you scrub your nails anyway when you have fake nails. What can I use? Maybe this. No, that didn't work. Okay. You know, I'm gonna let that set in there for a little bit then, and just not worry about it. I think I'm gonna make a little flower too. Maybe this medium-sized one. It's funny because a lot of people will be like, oh, how do you do that stuff with nails? Or how do you do this, or how do you do that? And it's like, you just adapt. You know, like the amount of people I've had in my life be like, how do you wipe your butt? It's like, put toilet paper around your hand. Why are you putting your hands, are you putting them in something? Or, because I'm not. I don't know what my nails have to do with wiping my butt. This is very much my stream. Who talks about this on stream? Me. People are so weird. People are. I think they just, you know, they're curious, and that's fine. That's fair. All right, let's finish this other mushroom because I want to get back to my moss. I miss it. I don't even want to do this mushroom anymore. That's very much the energy on my stream as well. So you stream? What do you stream? I want to be up to date on all my friends who stream so I can know, like, and maybe, you know, send people over, maybe do collabs, who knows. I of course don't really play a lot of games that involve other people, but I do want to get into doing some video games. Because I mostly play The Sims, and like last night I played vintage Barbie games, which was so fun. But I like watching the streamers who do like GTA role-playing stuff. So I want to get GTA so I can learn how to play it and then apply to be on one of those roleplay servers, because I think it would be so funny to go on there and be a therapist, and that would be like my job, or even start off as like or maybe be like a psychic therapist. I don't know, because I have multiple voices I could use. It could be my regular voice, or we could go full like New York, Boston, something like, I don't even know what this accent is, something like that, where we're just, you know, what do you mean? What did they do to you? What do you okay? Or I could go full Valley Girl and be like, I'm a doctor. It's fine. I know this like is kind of a oh, thank you for the follow. As I talk about this random shit. Thank you for the follow. Like, oh, I'm a therapist and I have a PhD. And what do you mean I don't sound smart? That's super sexist and like, blah. You know, like, I just think it would be funny. You could see me going big in that. I do feel like it would be a lot of fun. And I think that I like the immersion of it, you know. I'm not sure what all the rules are though. I know there's lots of rules. And I think there might be like rules on like you need to stream X, Y, and Z amount. Exactly. Yeah, no, I was just being dumb. I was being totally dumb. It's not at all a sex. I wasn't really sure what to say, so I was just saying random shit. Okay, that's what you meant. Community, yeah. I feel like that would be a really fun thing to do. I don't know. I'd have to fill it out though. I would need to learn how to play Grand Theft Auto though first, because I have no clue. Twitch contracts are super crazy. Honestly, makes sense. You're making money for them. They want to know. They want to know that you're gonna be like loyal, I guess. Because you're kind of, I guess, I don't know. I just felt like a huge calling to start doing this and see where it takes me, and that's what I'm doing. Yeah, because I like making art, I like playing games. I have a whole bunch of drama going on in my Sims right now. We married Caleb the vampire. We're technically subcontractors. That makes sense. I mean, you are making the money. I think some of them are like 400 hours of streaming a month. That's insane. Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to like come on here and create a cool community with people and have fun and make stuff. I think that's like every thing now though. Like if you make over $600, you get a 1099. That's like a new job. That's like a new law or something. Like that's why they changed everything on Venmo and PayPal and all that stuff. It's like a new thing. It's really dumb. How many followers do you have on here? I need to check out your channel. Wait, do I follow you? What's like your favorite? I'm gonna add you. I don't know why they don't have like, oh, following. Okay, I do follow you. Followed you for years. Or wait, you followed me. I don't know. Following. Oh, is that you followed me? I don't understand anything anymore. I'll check. Good for you. Building. What are you into playing a lot right now? This mushroom I'm not as into. It's bothering me. Is it okay? It's a little weird. It's a little wonky. maybe it's okay. Maybe I'm overthinking it. It's very possible. Let's make a baby for it. Baby mushrooms. I haven't streamed much lately, but a lot of Dead by Daylight. Alex and Overwatch. I love how Deer calls it Debbie Delight. You like it? Okay, good. That game kind of scares me. Although I do think it would be fun. Oh, Apex. That makes more sense. I was like, what's Alex? My other friend, Kylie Gabor, plays a lot of Apex. Oh yeah, we love Deer. I remember when they first started and I was like, ooh. I don't like know them in person, but I think aren't they local? Or they used to be? That's what I thought, yeah, from the Bay Area. If I start doing, I'm gonna start doing drag more on stream. I did it on Saturday. I'm gonna do it again, I think on this Saturday. Maybe. We'll see. I love games that have a storyline. Me too. That's also why I think I try to keep creating storylines for my Sims, because that keeps me interested in them. Because the storylines really bring it in. I love how last night when we were playing the Barbie game, she's like, look for gems. And I'm like, gems! We're gonna find some gems. Yeah, I've started doing more drag streams on Saturday when I do Sims. Recently on The Sims, I married Caleb Vitor, the vampire. We married him for money, but we also love him. And surprise, I got pregnant. But he also didn't show up to the wedding, right? And I called him and I was like, where are you? And he's like, I'm sleeping. But the wedding venue was across the street from his house. I show up at his house. What's he doing? Playing chess. The drama. So, we're pregnant in The Sims. We're gonna have a baby. And yesterday we found a lot of gems. I think this will look really good when there's like moss and other things on it. This one's definitely a little more like large. They go together. Oh yeah, and they're in opposite directions. Perfect. We love it. All right, we'll let them dry. The twins. And now we can move on. Oh, well, we still have some clay left, so let me make some more stuff out of this. I know. So, okay. So the reason that we were marrying for money, right, was because we got a call and they said, hey, your great grandmother's cousin's best friend's brother had died, and they sent you a bunch of money and they want to send you money. And you're like, I'm going to sell them as sets. Yeah. And I think I'm going to sell them as sets. Makes sense, right? I could sell them as singles. Whatever, somebody died and you're gonna get money, and the catch is I had to get married within 7 days or I wasn't gonna get the money. So I was like, fine, I'll overlook the fact that you didn't show up to our wedding, and we just eloped anyway. But now we moved into his house, his big old house, and it's It needs some renovations. And so we're dealing with all of that. Also, he's questionable. And he's a vampire. We're a witch. So we're not against, like, we're fully supportive. I think what I'm going to do with the Sims too is that I'm going to have them be kind of the matriarch and patriarch of like the whole thing, and I'm going to have them live forever. And how much did she get? I think it was like $9,000 or something. 10,000. So I'm going to have them be like the main matriarch, patriarch of the family, and then I'm going to do like a generations thing and have, you know, the kid grow up, have kids, do all that stuff. But I'm gonna have the parents, because they're vampires and witches, which maybe I'll convert her to a vampire, I'm not sure. Since they don't die, then they'll live forever, and everyone else will just die around them. Oh, that's not enough. I mean, not for him to treat me like that, no. But to be fair, we also moved into his house, which was significantly better than our house. So technically, we got a little bit more. Okay, we got another little mushroom. This will just be this is just extra clay, so I'm just making little things we can use. Can I take these out now? Without fully ruining them? No, I can't. I love creating the drama on The Sims because it's like, I would never. If I played The Sims how I live my life, it would be so much more boring. They're like, today we're painting. But in The Sims, that's where all the drama comes out. You know what I found too? Because I've been trying to find all the old games. Is it on top? Yeah. So at some point I might play this on stream. Just for fun. Full on Desperate Housewives. It's such a ridiculous game too. Like, it has a good storyline. There's always a storyline in it. It's so drama filled. It's a thing. It is a thing. There's not even, a lot of people I guess didn't know about it, but I remember my favorite YouTuber, Call Me Kevin, played it, and I was like, oh my god, I used to play that. And I actually have it. Yeah, oh, it's a thing. It's real bad. It's really not a good game. Well, it actually is a pretty good game for the time, I guess. Anyway, I played the whole thing before. You get like into it. You basically you play the housewife that moves into the neighborhood. It is so chaotic because it's one of those choice games where you make all the choices and stuff. I have to be here for that playthrough. Yes. Last night when I went through a lot of my Barbie games and other games, we found that most of them won't work on my computer very well. So I'm going to try to download a virtual machine and download Windows 98 to it and see if that'll make it work better. Because I really want to play all these games. I have so many of them. This is my emotional support streamer. He watches over me. I want to show you my games. Okay. So we have Rocket's New School. Classic. Girl Talk, which was my all-time favorite. Couldn't get it to work last night, unfortunately. Barbie's Writing Club, which comes with, and this for some reason worked, a desktop horse. We have Virtual Springfield. I haven't tried this one. I don't know if it works yet. Barbie's Magic Hairstyler. The detective one wouldn't work, so that's a bummer. And then the Barbie's Beauty Boutique, which we played last night, and the Barbie Genie game, which worked. But at some point, I'll probably play the Barbie Genie game again, because like I said, I'm getting... sorry. Like I said, I'm getting... I didn't realize I had it, so I ordered a second. I ordered it on eBay, but it originally came with a bottle that you like rub, and it has the bottle. So I'm gonna at some point do that. Dine and Dash. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Right? Oh my god. I also have these other games, but I don't know if people knew about them. So let me show you them. I have this one, which was really hard, and I never got past like the first 2 levels, but it was stunning at the time. Dreamfall. I used to play this. Horrible at it. Not good at it. I also have oh my god, I have so many. Stop falling. Oh no. Oh, that's a PlayStation game. Oh, this weird fashion designer game, because I always wanted that. And The Simpsons Hit and Run. Classic. So, I also have this old horror game called Condemned, but I couldn't get... I couldn't play it. It was too scary for me. Looks like Lara Croft. I think it was really based on that, honestly. The only thing I really remember about the Dreamfall game was that it had multiple moons on this world. So when you looked up in the sky, it was like 3 moons. And I just thought that was the coolest fucking thing in the world. I've always wished that we could have more than 1 moon. What am I making? What if I try to make a little butterfly? Honestly, she was hot. She's definitely eating it in that tank. Not gonna lie. The Lara Croft games were always really good too. The Tomb Raider games. Could you imagine, right? That's like my dream. Living with multiple moons. I kind of want to replay it just to see it again, you know? Like, I don't even really care about playing the game. I just want to see the moons. It just looks so cool. This is me attempting to try to make my own butterfly. Yeah, so the way that I am doing my stream, I'm hoping that at some point I'll have enough of a following to do more healing streams, because I started out doing that the first week, having one of my days be dedicated to healing and doing like readings and stuff for people. But if there's not enough people, it just doesn't really work that well. So at some point I'd like to do that, because it would be fun to share that more with people. But until then, there's a lot more other stuff I like to do, like games and art and stuff. The work time on it is about an hour, but I think it's a little bit longer. Cures in 24 hours. It's honestly like, I've been working with it for I think more than an hour, so. You love to watch the healing ones? Yeah. I think watching it is just as beneficial because maybe you really relate to the person that I'm doing the reading for, or, you know, I'm not liking this butterfly. Oh my god. Let me make some easy things. Let's make some candles or something. Because then you just roll it and then bunch it down like that. Boom, candle. Easy. You think it's a great idea? Yeah, I love doing those. So I'm hoping that at some point, well, I know that at some point when I have consistent viewers and stuff like that, that want to participate, that'll be a really nice thing to do. Because I also just like to help other people have access to healing, and not everyone does, you know, and so if I can provide any sort of, I don't know, advice, guidance, thoughts that might help them in some way, that's always good. Little candles. I'm just putting some little texture in it. My favorite deck. Oh, sorry. So my favorite tarot deck, the one I use the most, is called the Druid Tarot deck, the Druid Craft Tarot deck. That's my favorite one for sure. I do have a few. I mostly like to use Oracle decks too. My favorite of those, honestly, just depends on my mood. Because I have like Sacred Travelers, Work Your Light. There's so many of them out there. Kind of just depends on how it feels that day. Agreed, but also would love a reading. I'm waiting for the cards to tell me that an abundance of money is on the way. You know, I've been working a lot too on changing my mindset, and I really am starting to understand what people mean when they say, like, you have to feel like you already have it. Like, I never really got that before. I was like, but I don't have it, you know? And then I started to really see how it's more so like focusing on, if you don't have it, the feelings of worrying are the things you want to try to get rid of, because that's where, yeah, the Druid deck is really pretty, right? I love it. Oh yeah, it's starting to get hard, so the work time's coming up soon. It's really hard because you start to overthink, like, well, how am I going to get it? And all this stuff. And it just has to be like, I trust that it's going to happen. And I'm just going to put in the effort and focus the effort on doing the things that could make it happen. And then not worry about how. And, you know, it's hard when you like have debt and you are having a hard time paying bills and all this stuff. But like at the end of the day, how is worrying about it going to change any of it? You know? And that's what I keep trying to focus on personally. And what I keep telling my mom too, because she's always like worrying about shit. And I'm like, but what is that going to do? Like, unfortunately, we're in this predicament, and Oh, the struggle. No, I get it. Exactly. The struggle's fucking tiring. The other thing, and that's why I want to do more with like sharing stuff with people, because I do feel like when you experience it with other people and realize that it's a thing that we're all working on, it helps, because eventually you start to realize that the struggle is like, you know how people will be like, oh, I feel triggered. You feel triggered because it's something you need to work on, and maybe you're just ignoring it instead of working on it. Unfortunately, that's kind of how triggers work. The triggers happen to show us like we need to work on this, and it sucks because the triggers are from things we didn't usually do. You know, it was something that negatively affected us, something that people maybe did to us, and unfortunately we are the ones left responsible with healing it after all of it's said and done. Yeah, everyone does have a very different way of practicing things, and I love that too. You were taught that the cards give you a glimpse into the future, so you know what you need to change or continue to do, if that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. For me, the cards have almost never told me. Like, they only sometimes will tell me what's coming. They're usually just there to tell me how things are and how I'm perceiving it. I don't know how many, personally, I don't think a lot of people can really predict the future, because there's so many choices that you make that can change it at every second. But that's all part of it. You know, that's why we have choices. So readings are like, if you continue unchanged as it is right now, then this is what's going to happen. By the way, it's 2/22/22. Have any of you done your manifestations today? I started talking about that when I started the stream. I posted like a tarot reading for people on my Instagram if people wanted it, just to focus on like the healing energy of the day, and what it basically, to get you to think about what you need to reflect on to move away from. And trying to put little wicks in there. Come on. They're way too big. Yeah, trying to, you know, because it's good to reflect on basically what I've figured out in my healing journey, especially with this, because honestly, Twitch for me is quite instrumental in my healing journey, because this is the first time that I'm putting myself out there in a way where I'm the star and not someone else. And in most of my life, I'm usually the one like taking photos of people, or helping other people brand themselves or whatever. And this one, it's all about me. And that's really terrifying for me because of my trauma. What is that? Don't remember what I was using things for. So, I think I'll make another like little mushroom. So for me, this has been quite instrumental in my mental health, because I'm really seeing that I can put myself out there. I can, you know, be received, and that it's safe for me to do so. I'm excited to see where this goes. You know how much I support you in your constant practice. Thank you. Yeah, you've always been super loving and supportive. I mean, we haven't seen each other in a long time, but, you know, mostly through like the internet. But that's the same, honestly. It's the same. And even just the fact that you're here is huge, because so many people I know haven't even showed up to my streams, which is, again, totally fine. Everyone's living their own life. I'm streaming at night. Most people aren't even, like, my best friend came for one of my streams, but she's always up at like 4 in the morning. So I'm like, I don't expect you to come, you know, but it's just nice to see people, you know, like come through and show some support, which is always, yeah. Thank you. Keep doing what you're doing. So far, this is one of my favorite spaces. Oh my God, that's such, oh, that made my night. Thank you. Because I am trying to create like a nice safe space. You can chill out. You don't even have to participate if you don't want to. It's just, we're just chilling. We're hanging out. I like laughs. I like laughs, healing, chilling. I don't know. I know it's been ages since we've seen each other. I think it's been since we were teenagers, to be honest, which is so insane. You almost pierced my lip. I don't remember that, but I totally believe that happened. Because I would have. When you and I would hang out with Danny. And now, like, she has 2 kids. Weird. Life's weird. And I'm still over here just doing this. Honestly, too, I'm really proud of your sobriety. That's major. My mom, not that you want to talk about that, but I empathize. I grew up with that in my life, all around me, and I know Danny has dealt with that. Like, so many people deal with that, and honestly, there needs to be a lot of safe spaces for people, because there's not enough resources for people getting out of that and working on themselves. Because honestly, like, sobriety is just a form of, like, all of that stuff is just a form of coping, right? So healing is the answer to giving you new coping skills to move away from destructive ones. But yeah, like, my mom is a recovering addict. And she had a relapse a little bit during the pandemic, which was rough, but got through it. She learned a lot from that. I know I'm new here. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. I'm just trying to take this thing day by day. Like I said, I don't know if I said it today, but during the first week I did this, I had such anxiety. I was like, I was so nauseous every day coming on here. And now I'm like, fuck it. You know, I'm going to be comfortable. I'm going to just chat. I'm going to hang out. I'm going to make stuff. This is my chat. And it's been great. Last night I was laughing my ass off because Barbie kept creeping on me. That game was so good. I really do want Barbie to start making games again. Good games, not the shitty games they were making for a little while. Although Barbies nowadays are kind of shitty. Have you looked? Ugh. They're not as pretty as they used to be. It gets easier over time, especially when you start meeting more people. I totally get that. Yeah. I figured at first it was going to be like kind of weird, because you're mostly just talking to yourself, and but I can do that. I can talk to myself. will sit here and talk to myself all night. I mean, usually if I was doing this by myself, the only difference is I would, instead of be talking to myself, I'd be watching other people like stream or do stuff. So I totally understand how people like to watch streams and just kind of feel the company of having someone they like hanging out with them, you know? Makes a lot of sense to me. Trying to explain it to my mom is interesting. She does not get it. Like yesterday I was watching Call Me Kevin on stream. He played Dead by Daylight, and then he rated Dottie Denogla, and he was going through like Pokemon cards. And my mom was like, people watch, and my mom came in and she was like, he's just looking at cards? And I'm like, yeah. He's just, you know, seeing what he got. She's like, and people are watching this? And I'm like, yeah, like 2,000 people are watching this. She's like, what? Thank you so much for coming in and hanging out. I really appreciate it. Sleep well. I'll post them on Instagram when they're done. So if you wanna see them when they're done, they'll be there. They'll be up in my shop there. This probably sometime this weekend. Yeah, Bratz definitely took over. I mean, and I love that they decided to like relaunch the original ones. I got them. Barbie's trying to keep up though, I can tell, like, because Bratz started doing those videos and things, and it started doing those styling editorial type photos, or they got somebody to do them. And now I'm seeing Barbie trying to make stuff that's somewhat similar. And I'm like, you're not. Keep going. Thank you for that. Here, I shouldn't. Hold on, let me go over here. I'm going to make you a mod. Because it's like that. Okay, my hands are gross. I'm gonna have to. Oh my god. Oh, I don't follow you. I follow you now. Oh my god, look at how cute you are on stream. And you're hosting me. Why on earth does my stream not tell me when people host me? It just tells me when people raid. Rude. Come in and I'll walk them so quick. Yes. Yeah, I don't know why the host alerts aren't going off. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Oh my god. Okay. Just, my whole keyboard is covered, so I'm trying to avoid it, but... Okay. I'm a mess, I'm sorry. Yes, that one. Thank you. Ugh. You know what? No, I don't think that would be fun to play. Although, the little moderator... There you go. The little... I don't know if it'll pop up, but I just made you one. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm still figuring stuff out. I got quite a bit of it, but not enough. I'm still... It's a work in process. There you go. You got a little thingy. The little thingy reminds me of old school RuneScape, and it kind of makes me want to play it, but I don't. I'm like such dog shit at it. I used to play that all the time, but I tried to replay it recently when I realized that they have it online, that you can still play it, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing at all. A whole mess is working with what they got. my tagline. All right, we're getting mossy. Ooh, this one has a good stick. Yes, the stick has moss on it. We love a good stick. Yeah, some of this white stuff, whatever that is. And there we go. Okay, that almost. There we go. And put a little on this side, right about here. Like that. Maybe a little more, like up here. Oh. I love that you came during one of my art streams. So like the chill stuff. How do you organize and store all your art stuff? Oh my god. Everywhere. So I have like all of this stuff is in those stacking drawers from Target that are like 15 bucks, like the bigger ones. I have bins. I have over there, you can't see it, those like trolley carts. One of them is full of jewelry stuff. One of them is full of herbal stuff for like potions and shit. It's kind of everywhere, honestly. So it's a work in progress, properly organizing it. It's a big storage bin. It's so hard to figure out how to store it, especially since I have ADHD and I like to see everything that I have. So if what I've decided to do is basically put everything that is of a certain type of art in the same area. And then I know that if I want to work on that, then I look there. And that's how it works for me. Because otherwise, it would be everywhere. I'm definitely a maximalist, yeah. You should see my desk space. I try to just like fill it with things I love. That's why like even like with just making stuff like this, like I have to, it can't be plain, it can't be simple. I'm not a simple person. Although I am trying to simplify things in my life as far as like the way I do things, which is nice, it's a work in progress. So there's that. Oh my god, look at how cute they are. They're definitely more of like a dark purpley blue instead of just a blue. I love them. Okay. Are these good? Because then we're gonna put decorations on them and stuff. I've just been like mindlessly putting moss on these. I kind of want to put some more up here. On this side. So the green ones, we don't really have a full plan for. It's just kind of that fairy forest vibe. I kind of just want to roll it in here. There. So this one will be like more, there's sticks, there's different types of moss. It's more earthy. Like even get some of that dirt on it. Has more of the earthy vibe to it. And then might put, okay, move that over. Because then I have this bag of earth. First of all, look at this driftwood I found and how stunning is it. I don't know what to use it for, but I love it so much. Isn't that so cool? Ugh. And I have all these random sticks. I like to use these as little fairy seats or like beds. Like just like top of acorns. Bag of earth. Little pine cones. BB pine cones. I have a whole feather in here for some reason. Oh, here's some more of these. Let's see. More of those. Ooh. A twofer. Oh, and even just like this piece of bark. Oh, there's a feather on that. Like, so cool looking. I felt it deep in my soul. Here's another little feather we could use for something. I think that was from, so my grandma has a vacation house up the coast that we get to go to, which I feel very blessed to do. And there's often like animals that show up, and lately over the past year or so there's been a lot of quails. So I was like, every time they run away, I'm like, feathers. I'm like, did they leave any feathers? Yeah, so really a lot of it's from foraging up there. It's called Sea Ranch. That's where the house is. It's up along the northern coast. And so I have like some, you know, I have a bag of sand. This is the kind of sand it has, like the rocky sand. And I have some things I find on the beach. I just like to forage. That's why another thing I love about being in California is there's so many different climates that you can do that in. Okay, so first of all, I need to use the doubles, I think. It's so cute. A little double bed. Pop some good glue on there and just nice little, yeah. Put this guy. I love that this one still has the nut in it. It looks so cool. Yeah, I'll use the big one because I like to use the smaller ones for the little terrarium fairy gardens I make. So sometimes I buy, like the mosses I bought, because trying to dry out moss and have it still look good, I have not been successful at doing that. I've tried it, but it didn't work. Do one of these too. You could always send those bird nests with the little eggs in them. Yeah, so I try to forage when I can, but some stuff's definitely bought. Look at. I live. No, it fell off. How dare you? After all we've been through. Okay. I'm going to give you a support pine cone. Emotional and physical support pine cone. Oh, I could use them for little bird nests. They would be really cute as little bird nests. I was like, wait, it didn't fully compute what you said. Okay, I need to put more stuff around that. That's the one thing that's hard, is getting it to stay while it's drying. Okay, I'm gonna put another little pine cone on this one. It's double pine cones. That's the one thing I like about Northern California, though, is that even if you're by the coast, there's still like foresty stuff everywhere. So you can always, there's all kinds of different things you can forage. But I only really get it if it's on the ground. You know, I don't want to, every once in a while, like I will take from my grandma's, has like a rosemary bush and it's huge. So I do take from that sometimes. But a lot of stuff I will try to take from the ground, because I want to make sure that, you know, if it's, I don't know. It's looking cute. Yay! I think they are looking pretty cute. Even from that side it looks cute like that. Okay. These guys are still drying, but they're drying pretty well. They still look how I made them. This one might be a little low. Lift it. Here we go. Those are gonna be super cute. I probably won't be able to finish those tonight because they're drying. But I can finish these guys tonight. So now we're kind of moving into the decoration phase, which is super fun. We got the little boxes we can add to. We got these guys, and we've got purple babes over here. Okay, now let's see. Oh, my butt's hurting. You know, the one thing I don't like about streaming is that I don't have a chair that supports my way of life. I just got like a regular office chair. I probably should have like splurged and got a gamer chair or something. Because, ouchie. But I also kind of just want like a bench. Like a cushy bench. So I could just live on it. You know, I don't know. I'm complicated. All right, let's go to the decorations. Time to invest in one. I know. You know what too that bothers me is that I got this office chair, and if I buy another chair, then now I don't know what to do with this chair. Do I sell it? Do I move it somewhere? Yeah. It's definitely pushing me to like be better at my posture. That's for sure. We got little books, perfect time to use them. We'll use some little books. I need to make more of these. These are the little printouts that I have for making little books. Yeah, I could sell it. I had a troll the other day come in and troll me about wanting to buy my farts in a jar, which I thought was the funniest thing ever. I was fine with it until they started getting mean, and then I was like, all right, we're done. But decorate it. Okay. Decorating. And here I got runes. I think the runes are too, well, actually, they might be really cute on one of these. Let's see. Let me pick two. What do we get? Rado and, oh, unknown. The journey. Rado is about the journey that you're on. And when you get the blank one, it's the unknown. How fucking fitting, right? Oh, I have little pebble rocks too. Yeah, see, if you're gonna be like, if you want to be trolly in a chat, I'm kind of okay with it as long as you're not mean. Like, if you're gonna be like, can I buy your fart in a jar? That's funny. But then I talked about how I have these little aura quartz. Aura, yeah. But then I talked about how I'm really getting into this because so I'm high risk. So part of the reason I'm getting into this stuff is because I need to start a path that's not as in person with people so that I can continue without relying on being in person with people like I have with my photography career. And then they started just getting all up on being, weird about COVID and stuff. And I was like, all right, well, we're just gonna. And then they told me to go work out and stop blaming my horrible genes. And I was like, wow. All right, we're good. I'm good. All right, let's do some little mushrooms too. Like this little sodalite one's cute. I have a bunch of rose quartz though. Maybe I should just use rose quartz ones. Yeah. You're high risk and you went to work at Amazon. How did that go? I remember when you were doing that. It's rough. Cause like, if you have no other way to make money too, what do you do? Our country's not doing anything. Imagine not loving all body types, right? Which is so funny because then they were being so like, I don't want to give them the space. But like I said, at first I was kind of enjoying their bullshit. I thought it was funny. But then they had to take it to a bad place. I have little sticks too. I don't know what to use them for, but I have little sticks. I would totally be that creature that would just like find things and be like, would you like a little shiny crystal? Oh, a delivery driver? Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Where you're by yourself. Was it a rough you don't still do it, right? Was it a hard job? Because I keep hearing stories about how like it's how hard it is on people that do it. It seems like, you know, like the demand or whatever of you getting stuff done like this. Little bottles. Gotta put them on stuff. Little bottles. Okay. Then we got, oh, the little succulents would be cute on here. Let me get these out. Like, I don't like that one. Oh, you sprained your ankle on the job? Oh, geez. People do pee in bottles. I totally believed it when I heard that. That they like don't give you any, like, they don't give you enough breaks or any breaks, and so you have to like pee in a bottle just to get your quota done and stuff. It's so gross. Not that it's gross that people do that. It's gross that they feel that they have to do that, you know? Just clarifying. Oh, I have another little mushroom I already did. Right here. He's all painted and ready to go. Where could he go? Maybe on the green one. Right now I'm just kind of picking out things that are already done. Oh, and I have more little tarot cards here. These are tiny ones. They're all stuck to each other. Oh, well, it could be like a little deck of them. That could work. And one on that one too. I have these little, I didn't make these, but I have these little mushrooms. Which would, oh, be cute on here. Maybe, I say maybe a lot, I noticed, because of stream. I have a lot of different color ones. Little green ones. The mushrooms. Yeah, when they're painted, so cute. So cute. All right, I got these little books too. Oh yeah, I also have, and these would be cute maybe on the candlesticks, these little ladybugs where they're like huge. So it really shows how, you know, that it's like a fairy thing, you know? Maybe up here. I don't know. That's a possibility. Get a couple of those out. I think, I'm not really sure what to do on this one because we're not going as nature-y. So I could have this one be more like putting maybe little cards and stuff on it. Have it be more divination based and having stuff like that around. And then maybe having like here's a little moon I could put on here. Stuff like that. There's a moon. There's a smaller moon. I have one of these hands too. I don't think that really goes though. I'm running out of places to put things. But even see how cute these look when they just have stuff sitting on it. That's how I try to decorate them in a way. So it's kind of like that. So it's like, it's almost like a little desk space or something. And then it has its own little miniature set on top. Okay. Oh, and I made little coins. Little coin. Look at that. Little coins. I forgot about all the stuff I made. I was trying to think of just like a bunch of different. Oh, I have I have a little star. I could put that on one of these too. I'll put that over there. I need to go through and make more little like coins, and I made little runes before. I need to make more of those. Ooh, what could I put in the jars? Would I have them be empty? Or should I put like, maybe I could put, ooh, I have an idea. Ooh, I have an idea. Ooh. Ow, my butt. Okay. You can kind of see right here if you look really closely, which you can't see that well. This cart is my jewelry cart. So I'm gonna have to move that. And go under here. Ooh. We have some dried chamomile we could use, and perfect. And lavender. Put it in like it's actually like their little storage thing of this, you know? The fairies. Oh, oh, it smells so good. Okay, I don't know how I'm gonna fill this. Get in, get in. Ah. Make a little, how cute. I think in the other one would be cute to put one of these flowers. Let's pick one, like this is a good one. Okay, put this one in here. Ah. You want to go in the jar. Oh, no problem. I'm figuring out what to put in these jars. Put a little chamomile flower in that one. It kind of looks like it needs another one. I put lavender in this one. Or do we just have... Or do we just put one in? It's almost like a specimen. Maybe I'll just do one. It's pretty dang cute, man. Okay. I'm just gonna put this to the side. I got these jars. This jar at the dollar store. People sleep on the dollar store. Y'all really be overpaying. Okay, I think let's pick out. So we got the world and judgment, the emperor, and then the fool, the tower, and strength. Okay. All right, so what I'll go through these first. What I'm thinking for the purple is that I'll do just a little bit of glue and like pop a card on it, right? And then pick another spot right down here. Pop a card like that. And then I think the other one will go like right here. But this card's a little messed up, so maybe we'll hide it a little bit. This one got a little messed up. Maybe we'll use a different card. I don't want it to be messed up. Where's another card? What do we get? Instead of the tower, we get the lovers. Fast, adorable. Perfect. Kind of like that. Oop, it falls on me. That one back. I'll use it as like a backing piece for another thing. Then do these ones. Oh shit, that was all I glue. Rude. So this one we have judgment. Gross. We don't like to be judged, but it is what it is. Then we have the world, which is fantastic. And then we have the emperor. Ugh. Just kidding. There we go. So it's kind of like that. And then I'll put, let's see, right here. Okay, don't want that much glue on it. Come on. Pick one of the moons. Way too much glue. That's one of the hard parts too, is like making it clean. There's not a lot of glue. Ooh. 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 Okay. This one is a different size though, but it's the same color, so we'll go with it. They're sisters, not twins. I love the directions these are going. Yay! I, love just kind of playing with things and seeing where it goes. Sometimes it tells me where it wants to go. So then this one, oh shit, like that. So they both have moons. They're slightly different moons. Does that not look good? I think the only one I have that's a similar moon is a totally different color. It's green. And I don't know, how dare you? I don't think that'll work. Brr. I could also have it, instead of being the small moon, which I could put, let me put it in a different spot. So it'll still be on here, but maybe like right here. Right? And then in this spot up here, I can put the little hand. Maybe that'll work better. This one would then get, I do have the little star, pentagram. I tried to explain to my mom that it's also like a pentacle and it stands for money and all this stuff, and she was like, I don't know. It's hard when you grow up believing that all this stuff is one way and trying to change that mindset, you know? Okay. My mom tries to be really open-minded though, which is nice. I took her to a drag show where this drag queen drank their own blood. Yeah. And I was like, how'd you like that, Mom? And she was like, well, it happened. Oh yeah, I gotta pee too. Maybe I should go pee. My hot chocolate is gone and now I'm sad. Okay. All right. I want to add more to these. I feel like there could be more, but maybe it just needs like some glitter or something, you know? They do have mini tarot cards, yes. So these ones have mini tarot cards on them.